Hello and welcome guys. My name is Kishan Pratap Singh and I welcome one and all AILET 2021 exam analysis session. First piece of advice guys, CLAT is over, AILET is over. If you have done well, kudos to you. If you couldn't, chill, relax, take a step back, don't stress out. This exam is just an entrance exam and not the criteria of success in future. Entering into a good law school can make your path easier, but is not a short way to succeed. Chaliye, let's move on. Quick overview of this year's exam. Exam was conducted on 30th of July. Only one law school uses AILET score. Therefore, as they say, this is the toughest exam to crack. There were 150 questions in the question paper. You can see the section-wise breakup of the question paper. There are 5 section areas. English, including reading comprehension, so 35 questions, logical reasoning 35 questions, mathematics 10 questions, current affairs, general knowledge 35 questions, and legal aptitude 35 questions. LA is also your tiebreaker section. So if there are more than 2 kids having same score in AILET, then whoever scores more in law, legal aptitude will be given preference. There are 150 questions, all questions carry equal weightage, and there is 0.25, that is 1/4 negative marking for every incorrect answer. You get only 90 minutes to solve this paper. So in CLAT, you got 120 minutes for 150 question. Here you are getting 90 minutes. So do you think this paper would be difficult to complete? Well, people who took this exam this year would differ. Why? Because this year's AILET was much easier than AILET 2020. So as per the feedback received from the student and experts, this question paper could have been solved in less than 90 minutes. Let's get into section-wise analysis. First section that I would discuss is English language. There was one RC, 5 questions related to RC. RC was from Shashi Tharoor's book, Midnight to Millennium. All 5 questions are straightforward. Most of you would have got it right. Questions like odd one out, word substitution, word meaning, etc. were asked. That means vocabulary kafi heavy raha. Easiest section by far. So, any average or above average student would have attempted at least 28 to 32 questions in this section. A good score of 26 to 30 could be easily achieved. Moving on. Current affairs and GK section. Well, this section was dominated by the current affairs question. There were just 5 questions related to static GK. Some questions were from last year, so a few students might find it difficult. So 2020 के questions भी काफी थे, 2019 late 2019 से भी relate करते थे. Almost all questions were from IMS material. So if you guys have attended GK catcher workshops, if you guys were part of CA catcher workshop, if you took part in GK yearly roundup series, then I think all these areas were touched upon. So a good attempt would be around 26 to 29 questions and a good score of 25 to 27. This section was moderately difficult. Legal reasoning, principal fact questions dominated the paper. 26 questions of principal fact based legal reasoning, 9 questions of legal GK, all the expected areas like contract, constitution, torts, crime, and good chunk of questions, like 11 questions of law of contract. So, if you were solving all past CLAT papers, the old pattern, that means 2019 तक के past CLAT papers, if you are solving past AILET papers, you would have got enough practice of principal fact based legal reasoning question. So, अगर आप पहले से करके गए, questions काफी familiar areas से आए थे, all these questions were doable, though section was relatively lengthier, but at the same time it was very easy in scoring area. 32 to 34 I would say would be a good attempt, as all the questions were tempting. Many people would have attempted all 35. Good score would be around 29 to 31. Logical reasoning, which should include critical reasoning because section was dominated by critical reasoning. Statement assumption, statement argument, statement conclusion, statement with XYZ sub पूछ लिया. Even questions from puzzles, direction sense series were tested. Section was moderately difficult, so a good attempt would be somewhere around 26 to 29 and a good score would be around 25 to 27. Mathematics. This section we believe was easy. Time and work, profit loss, percentage, simple interest, compound interest, all the usual topics were tested. So I don't find it difficult that people can get 10 on 10. So I think many of you will score 10 on 10, especially people from the mathematics background. Overall, 8 to 9 would be a good attempt and a good score would be around 7 to 8 marks. Let's look at the paper altogether. If I compare it with 2020, this year's paper was much easier than AILET 2020. It was neither lengthy nor difficult. So cutoffs will go up substantially. Number of questions were 150, so a total good attempt, I would say somewhere around 120 to 133. So if you have attempted 120 plus questions, you are in the race. A good score would be around 102 to 130, right? So a good score would be around 102 to 113 marks. Let's look at the historical cutoffs. Category wise, you can see on the screen. So in 2014, 103 was the cutoff. So हम लोग वापस 2014-16 के cutoff range में जाने वाले हैं. So past 3 years, last 3 years आप देखेंगे cutoff 70s में रहता है. 71, 72.75, 71.75 last, right? So इस साल इससे काफी ऊपर जाने वाला है. So I see a jump of 5 to 7 marks easily. Okay, so if you belong to tribal community, accordingly you can expect a cutoff around 44 or 45 marks. Let's see. So what next, guys? Your major exams are over. Some of you might be appearing in MSCT. Dates are not out. So as soon as they announce the date, start preparing for it. Legal section is dominated by principal fact questions in MSCT, just like AILET this year. So start working on that. For those of you who have decided to give next year's CLAT or AILET exam, IMS is coming up with proper specific, repeater specific batches. We will be announcing our new batches in August, which will involve rigorous training for CLAT 22 and all other law entrance exam. There will be scholarships based on your performance in CLAT and CLAT 2021. Okay, to stay updated, please subscribe to our community channel, IMS Get Set Law. It is one of the fastest growing law related preparation community channel. Be part of it. You will find link in the description. To stay updated and to get a lot of free content related to law school preparation, subscribe and ring the bell icon. So join IMS GSL YouTube channel and you will be receiving a lot of curated content, updated information and timely support. With this note, I keep signing off. Thank you so much for watching it. All the best guys for your result.